Okay, so we have here a microfluidic pump from Beckman. This is the model 110A. I don't know how old this should be, but maybe it has like 40 years. It should be for the 70s or so, but honestly I don't know. I don't have the manual. So this is mainly is this unit. That's nothing else. With okay, the plugger. So it has a display in here with the on-off power button. Those rolls to set up the limit pressure from reset 0, 4 to 1 to 6. That should appear in this roulette, but honestly it didn't move. And we have in here the float rate. You can press these buttons and set. I didn't calibrate it yet, and all the numbers that you put in here you should multiply by 0.1 to get the milliliter to minute flow rate. Okay, so honestly I have made some tests because I don't know if the flow goes this way or this way. But the first thing that I have to do was to check if it was working on the lower. I don't want to move it, but we can go. Let me take my screw driver. So I get two pumps like this, and the first thing that I wanted to do, I have in here the other one. It has like another kind of subunit in here. I should check because I don't know what is this for, but it's the same model. You got the same display thing. Well, this is, I can switch. Well, it didn't work because I get the fuse off. That is what I wanted to show you. The first thing that I wanted to do is to check if the connections were properly for this installation or not. So if we go to here, we have in this place we have to put the fuse, and it says you must use this one or this one depending on the voltage that you have. The fuse was on this, so I have to plug it and then put it inside. Let me check because, okay, I have this one. Honestly, I have no idea if it worked or not. I didn't think so, so I'm going to replace it because the first attempts that I was doing with this pump, it didn't work well. And I found, like I have from another machine, I had this set of fuses. So let me, those are the references. Those are from Waters for the HPLC. And I guess that should be for those because we are having 220 volts on the installation. But, well, what I have to say is the fuses look at like this. You see, there is like a plastic white wire, and you have like an spring. I have this on the other pump that is already working. So let's put it in here and we can check if it's working, this one or not. So I have this black cylinder. Let's put it inside. honestly, I have no idea if it has any kind of preference for the side, if it's upside down or not. So, okay, already plugging in. So now it should work if I switch this on. Okay, now we have lights. So, I put here water, and also in here, because I didn't know if it worked or not, but I see nothing. So I moved to the other pump that I have previously showed to you and make the following. I went to the left side of the pump. It has this plastic thing. I take it out, and you can see there the mechanism. Now it's working, but in the beginning it was not, because at the end of the plug-in, well, not the end, oh, this is, yes, this gray wire should be connected somewhere, but I don't have the mechanism for the other machine, and honestly I don't want it. I just want the pump. So in that gray wire we have this selector, let's say, and it says program PRG, I guess, and pump PMP. It was firstly selected on PRG, but it was enough to check this mechanism. It worked just a little bit. It moved too low. So I understood that at least it seemed to work, the machine. I put it to take water, so I set up all this, but it was so slow that it didn't take. So I don't know why, I decided to switch this into pump. That now seems too obvious. It was on program, let's say, and I put it down to pump, and it starts pumping and moving, as you can see in here. So, well, now I'm having some problems because I didn't, you can see there's a leakage of water because I have to plug it hardly, but it took water from here due to the pump mechanism. It goes through the metal wire and drop is there. Well, we can put lower speed. I have seen on a reference somewhere that the limits of the flow rate are mainly what appears in here. This is the lowest value, and the highest should be 9.9 in this display. Okay, this didn't seem to move too much, but now I think that it maybe went a little bit to the right, but I don't know. Well, I didn't change this. I put it in the lower limit. And maybe it's nothing in here. And this is 2.6 to the upper, but I didn't change anything. It should move just, you can see it is moving. Okay, and it goes slower. And if we go to the higher values, that should be, well, you can check it is. Now I change to 3. You see the drops. I'm going now to 9, for example, okay? So it seems that this is working properly, which is great, because I didn't know that if it was going to work or not. So I recovered this pump that should be like 40 years old or more, and it seems to be working. So, well, the bad thing in here, I have to say, is, let me switch this to lower limits. The bad thing in here is this plugin. This connector is like the universal one for this kind of wires or tubes, but the lower, it's a bigger one, so I have to check if they are commercially viable. But if not, you can put I just put this plastic with a little bit of parafilm, and it didn't leak. The water that's dropping is from here that I didn't put it hard. So that's it. I'm gonna check the other pump, but should work more or less the same. So thanks for watching, subscribe if you like it, and we'll see in another video. Thanks.